Hello and welcome back to M.A.R.S. We've got some updates regarding Storm's attendance at this year's New York Comic-Con. We can confirm there will be a representative from Storm who will be on the show floor, potentially answering questions the community might have, some of which regarding Storm Arena's influence and where Storm Collectibles is going to be going from this day forward. All of that and more could potentially be answered at this year's New York Comic-Con. So if you're excited, make sure you hit the like button, smash the hype button. YouTube now has a new hype button you can smash to show support for not only Storm, but for us here on M.A.R.S. So make sure you do that. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this video. Special thank you to Image Anime, as they are the ones who confirmed Storm's representative at the event. They also confirmed a few weeks ago Storm will have new prototypes on display as well as new merchandise for sale. It is currently unclear what products will be for sale at the event. However, my fingers are crossed we will get an event exclusive. Hopefully the first ever Storm Arena exclusive. That would be mind-blowing and something to be excited for. They could also be selling the usual Hanma Storm Arena figure, as we now know that figure is available over in Hong Kong. We do have one on the way currently, and we'll have a review before the New York Comic-Con, so be on the lookout for that. When it comes to the representative, although we don't know which days he's going to be there, we are hoping for Friday. Friday makes the most sense, as Friday has been a staple this past year for Storm announcements. So hopefully while we are at the event, because yes, we are going to be at this year's New York Comic-Con as well, and yes, we will be there on a Friday. So hopefully, if our schedules line up, we could potentially have an interview with a Storm Arena representative. Now, at first, I was a bit skeptical because we've had influencers in the past who would give us behind the looks scene of setting up a booth and also showing us the figures in hand that is not inside of the display case. Influencers such as Mr. Lee, The Amazing, and most recently Lethal Collector, all three of which you could argue could be Storm representatives. However, because it was confirmed we may be able to get some answers, that makes me believe we are going to have a representative from Storm HQ, which I would love that. You already know I'm gonna ask them about Resident Evil. That would definitely be one of the questions. Don't forget, if you're excited, hit the like button and also comment below some questions you would like to have answered. We will filter through those and try to get everyone's question answered. I am very excited for this event. It seems that every week we're getting more updates. There's a lot of things to look forward to. Unfortunately, Jada Toys, you may or may not know, will not be at the New York Comic-Con, which is a bit sad because I would have loved to have had Juhn and the Storm representative in the same frame answering questions. That would have been epic. Unfortunately, they are not going to be there this year, and with all of the momentum surrounding Storm Arena and their Alpha 3 line, it does seem Jada probably will step away from Alpha 3 and move on to another Street Fighter product. We will have to wait and see, probably until next year at the WonderCon. We are also waiting for pre-orders from Jada Toys. We haven't seen anything except for the Player 2 Cami that went out the last week of August. Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, New York Comic-Con is shaping up to be an historical event for Storm. I hope you're excited. I know we are. Make sure you comment below and let me know. And are you ready for the first time ever Storm representative at the event? I really hope we get to cross paths and I get to ask some questions because I've got a lot. I'm sure you do too. So make sure you comment below. Let me know what those are. And we'll see you all in the next one. Until then, peace.